Hello, and good morning. It's Elisa James, voice and presentation coach. And today I'm here with the wonderful Joyleen. And I am super excited about today because today is very special. It's all about things that you guys will need to know. If you are a business owner like me, a coach or a consultant or an entrepreneur, or even if you have a side hustle going on, you need to know about Facebook marketing. And this is something that we all need to really educate ourselves on. Now, if you're like me, over the age of 40, and you didn't grow up with computers and tech is a little bit overwhelming, oh my God, I completely get it. I truly do. And it is a little bit of a struggle for people. And sometimes you can think, oh, where do I start? I've got a business. I've got all these millions of things to do. It's so overwhelming. But Joyleen is right. In preparation for this interview today, sometimes we need to really be more effective with our time, learn how to delegate, and learn how to do things a little bit smarter. Because you know what? I'm sick of working 12 to 16 hours a day. We don't have the time. We need a work-life balance. And I think that this is one of the keys to that work-life balance. Make your business work smarter. Don't you work harder. So please welcome to the show today, Joyleen Kloester. Thank you so much for joining me.
Elisa, look, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you everyone for tuning in today to have our chat and learn a little bit more about Facebook marketing today, which is really what we're going to cover probably.
Look, absolutely. So I've got a few questions for you to get us started, because I know that a lot of business owners here are small business owners on this page, especially on the Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club. Many of the speakers on this page are all business owners, or at least part-time business owners. So as a business owner yourself, can you tell me how you got started in Facebook marketing? What even sparked your interest? It's something that I wouldn't even think about as a business opportunity.
Yeah, well, look, it's probably some personal events in my life. I lost the ability to be able to go and work a full-time job. So then I started looking for online opportunities. This was about 10 or 12 years ago. And I just sort of started getting into, affiliate marketing, building websites, which obviously I did, and basically just tried everything and failed at most of those things. But one of the great things about learning to build a website, I knew I had to drive traffic, which is then obviously the marketing. So there are thousands and millions of websites out there doing nothing, which is fine. They'll obviously stay in the website abyss land somewhere, but unless you're actually having a strategy to drive traffic to that website, you're probably not going to get found.
That is really, so true.
Yeah. And I think for businesses, I'd start off building a basic website for someone, and then, we wouldn't be getting the results. I was starting to learn how to do marketing. And then I was looking at paid advertising, and it just went on from there. And that's how I guess my skills have grown, but it's become more of a passion over time. Definitely.
Yeah.
I love doing
it. I think that's wonderful. And you have to be passionate about what you do. It's so important in life. And we can all be passionate as artists or speakers or musicians or whatever. But what I've found working with so many people, even in entertainment industry for 35 years, when we as entertainers were trained, we weren't trained in marketing. We weren't trained in advertising. The same as business owners. As a voice coach, I went to university and I got a master's degree in voice. They didn't teach us about business. They didn't teach us about marketing. So you can't expect to say, oh, put up your banner and say, I'm a voice coach, come to me. Like, it's the same as being a singer. Come to me. You can't sing in your bedroom and expect people to find you. It's not going to work.
No, and what I've found too, though, is that, I have the same problems as everybody else, even marketing myself. And even as a coach, though, like you said, you learn that specific skill set. It's got nothing to do with running a business. It's got nothing to do with actually getting clients. You learn the basics of something, but, this is a skill set, and it's an exact science. We work with formulas like everything else, I guess, and I guess this is the great thing about being online. We can collect data. We look at that feedback and see where we're going and where we can move forward. You don't get that with an artist. I guess you do. You get the feedback from people, where we get the feedback from online platforms, I guess, and see what's really working for your business. Why would you spend time doing something if it's not we create so much content and we put so much, I think small business, so we put so much emphasis that we have to be on this platform. But if it's not effective, it's really taking away from what you want to be doing. You didn't sign up to be a marketer. You want to be
no.
You want to do the fun stuff.
Exactly. And that's so true. That's why we need people like you. So how can Facebook marketing help a small business owner specifically?
Well, I guess it's let's probably can I share a case study with you, one that I'm working on recently. Okay, so this is a lady. She won't mind me divulging her age. In her 70s and been running a business for over 30 years. She has great products. She sells gourmet foods. So I started working with her for a couple of years, but she was very skeptical about moving into marketing and advertising. And she probably didn't have to, because she had she had lots of suppliers, but she couldn't grow her business to a next level. And obviously she was spending, and I guess COVID hit this year, which was probably a real eye-opener for her. Obviously it didn't affect her businesses, but all her suppliers then obviously weren't doing any business. So we shifted to more of an online strategy for her. She was going to put an ad in a local paper for $200, say. And I said, well, how about we take that same money and I create an ad for you? So this, obviously the paper would have only gone to her local area. So, and I said, and at the end of that $200 spend, we'll review it and see the results and see if you want to continue. We started that ad on the 23rd of October at $10 a day. She has now earned $7,500 by today. That's today's standard. These are online sales for her that she would have never been able to expose herself to, and they're all from outside of her local area. And
that's amazing. That's a huge return.
Well, I said to this because it still feels like magic. Like she said, it doesn't feel quite right. But not only from that, she's picked up over 110 more likes to her page, driven over more than 30 clients to her website every day. So this helps with her SEO, her Google ranking, like getting her website found. But like I said to her, the best analogy, I could put it into percentages, but she's given me $10 and I've returned $110 back to her every day for 60 days straight.
Guys, did you hear that? Oh my God, that's so insane. That's amazing. See, this is what happens when you do it right. You can do it wrong and lose money. There's lots of people who've tried Facebook marketing. If you're not doing it right, like anything, it's not going to get you crickets. It's just going to, it's not going to do anything. You've got to do it strategically with somebody who knows what they're doing.
And the great beauty of that is, like, she can turn the ads off. Like I said, I've got this campaign running to the 23rd. So we did it for a specific time. But she can turn it off and then turn it back on, in January, February. So she's got that creative asset that actually works for her every day. You cannot spend $10 on that and have a marketing team that's actually driving traffic to your website, finding new leads, getting you sales and paying you every day. Like, it's literally paying you every day to stay in your business. But the option with that, at the end of it, she's now got choices. She could put on a new staff member. She could take a month's holiday. And this is what I think I love the power of advertising. It's really not about the money. It's about the options that it gives you to grow in your business. And I guess it's to have that lifestyle balance too.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying earlier. So the next question I have is have we got that? Number 3. How do you know that you're ready? Because some people would think, I may not have the money, and they're probably thinking hundreds of dollars down the drain. $200 case study, that's a pretty small investment. I was pretty surprised when you said that, actually.
Well, we start with $10 a day. So I'd say to people, look, if you can afford a coffee, you don't have to have the cake, but basically it's a coffee. And like I said, when you start thinking about this as a part of your marketing strategy or an asset to your business that it actually is going to make you money, it's just a no-brainer. Coffee and cake doesn't make us money, but $10 a day on Facebook advertising is the potential to put yourself in front of your your clients or customers that really want your services or and could benefit from your services or products. It still blows me away how effective it is. And I think if you think about this, there's 16 million Australians actively using Facebook every month.
Wow, I
Now,
have to
it
write
is
that down.
very
That's
surprising
incredible.
to find. Yeah, if your client or customer is not out there, there's probably something going on. They're probably, I don't know, got really bad internet connection and not connected somewhere on the planet. But your customers and
Wow.
clients are out there somewhere. They're looking for you, and you're looking for them. And for $10 a day, you can get in front of them. Definitely.
That is awesome. I'm going to show that on that one. That is insane. Guys, if you're watching this from Facebook, I think, where am I streaming it to? I'm streaming it to my private page. I'm also streaming it to Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club, and also live on YouTube. I have a lot of YouTube fans on the Voice of Confidence TV. If you are a small business owner and you are seriously thinking about Facebook ads and advertising, please message underneath this video wherever you see it playing, because I can see the comments live. If you followed the StreamYard instructions, then I will see your comment live as we're online right now with Joyleen. So make sure that you get your questions in before we finish the broadcast, and I'm happy to ask her while she's here. But after the broadcast, we will be monitoring, at least in Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club only, we'll be monitoring the comments in there. So please make sure you join the club, Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club on Facebook. It's a free group open to everybody to help support your business and you as a speaker, as an aspiring speaker, business coach, consultant. So any questions that you have after the video, if you're watching the replay, please put #replay and then pop it in the comments, whatever question that you have. And Joyleen is in the group and she will answer the question for you.
Yeah, definitely. Be happy to help.
So that is so awesome. And you're right, so many people, how many of us, guilty as charged, waste $5 on a coffee when we could be doing something better with the money?
Yeah, definitely. And it's not just Facebook, because obviously Facebook now own Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. So you can actually be putting your ads on 4 different separate platforms. That's like having 4 separate TV channels going at the same time. So your ad is going to be found, or you are going to be found somewhere online. So there is such power in this advertising platform. And remember, Facebook is the biggest advertising platform on the planet.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. So people think Facebook is a social media platform. It's basically an advertising platform as well.
Oh yeah, and they support you more when you do that, I've noticed. Yeah, because
definitely.
they're taking a lot of our organic posts away, so it is harder to market organically on Facebook. They really support people who are sponsored and paying for advertising, and groups are a big thing on Facebook too. Great. So what is the first thing that they need to know before they're ready to jump in? Like, what does a business owner have to have? What are the ducks in a row that we need to have before we go, okay, I'm ready?
Well, I think you need to have a conversation, and you have to have a point of inquiry to think about where you want to grow your business. And this usually starts with a conversation with someone who's doing marketing, or thinking about advertising and where you want to spend your time and invest your money in. And I think from a very quick phone call, you can start to build some options and start to think about a marketing strategy for you for 2021. And you don't have to do everything, but you just have to start somewhere. Like dipping your toe in the water. And I guess that's what I say to people: come and have a conversation, see if it fits with you. If it doesn't, maybe I can give you some other advice that may be a better option for you. There's no rules. It's your business.
Right.
You do what you want with it.
Yeah.
But if I
think it's so refreshing to hear the case study. Actually, that was really, really helpful, because a lot of people only see those really big advertisers that are out all the time. I remember going to San Diego a few years ago to do traffic and conversion summit, that massive big summit that they have for marketing every single year, and now they have social media marketing as well in the same sort of week or space in San Diego in America. And when I was there, Ryan Dice was on stage. He's the #1 internet marketer of the world, and he was saying, oh yeah, we invest $1 million in Facebook every single month, but the rule of thumb is he gets 3 million back.
Yeah.
1 million in, really, 3 million back. So he said, who wouldn't do that? Because it's like an ATM that gives you 3 times back what you invest every single time. It's like, wow, that was mind blowing.
I love that analogy. Yeah, if you had a machine, that's right. You're dropping $10 in, and I'm going to give you $110 out at the end of the day. It feels like just such a no-brainer.
Absolutely. This is why people gamble, Joyleen, and they gamble for the wrong reasons, not realizing that every time they put their money in those machines in the casino, you never win. It doesn't matter how much money you get back on a short-term basis, but eventually the house always wins. The casino is always winning because it's in there to make money. But the great thing about Facebook, I've seen so many success stories. So many success stories in marketing, and your client is a perfect example of that. So thank you for sharing that. Is there anyone who's out there thinking about I'm too small, I can't afford, $5. If you can afford a coffee, she's right. You can afford Facebook marketing. Absolutely. So that's wonderful.
Definitely.
Do you have any more nuggets? Do you have any more nuggets to help? Oh, there's a comment. Hang on 1 second. Neil is on. He say bets the horse racing. What? Bets the horse racing.
He wastes his money on horse racing. Yeah. I guess you've got 1 in 15 odds of having a return, but I'm telling you, we look for targeted market, or we'll look for target audiences. So I know you're going to get a return on your investment.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the way that you can be strategic. You can put as much money in as you can afford to, invest in this, in a small project, and to see that return must be so rewarding for people. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Yeah. So the best place for them to find you is on your Facebook page?
Yeah, look, definitely if they go there, they can actually book in for a 30-minute chat, and we can just, run through some options for them, or a 20-minute chat, whatever. And, because obviously it has to be a good fit. We both have to be able to work together, because I actually join a part of your team. That's how I work really closely with my clients. And, there is an educational learning process for them too. So it's usually over a longer period. So it has to be a good fit for both of us. But, like I said, we don't have to work together. If I can offer some advice or be helpful in any way, I'm more than happy to do it for anyone. So
that's wonderful. Well, that's very generous. Very, very generous. And this girl's going to be really growing next year. So guys, jump on quickly. If you need some help with Facebook ads, now is not the time to lay over and eat turkey. Now is the time to think about next year. I keep saying this to all of my clients. Don't just put up the tree and call it a day. It's not time. If you want your business to thrive in 2021, you have to be thinking about it now. Not wasting your time going Christmas shopping and doing nothing. If you're a business owner, you need to be thinking about next year. Unless you're super successful and you've got millions of dollars rolling in, good on you. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you. But most of us little humans need to be thinking about next year, strategically planning, thinking about our ads, thinking about our programs. What are we going to offer? Where do we fit in the marketplace? There's a lot of questions that we have to ask ourselves. And this is a perfect time of year. Because this year has been very strange for a lot of people, very crazy. Now, it's been very amazing for some people too, but it's also been very painful for others. So if you've been hit really hard this year, it's time to really rethink your strategies and bring your business online as fast as you can. I was super lucky that 95% of my business was already online before COVID hit. So I didn't suffer very much. In fact, my business grew faster than it ever had, because something happens, sometimes some things happen to us for a reason. I felt that it hit me at exactly the right time to push me out of my comfort zone and make me rethink my business and pivot very quickly. I was dragging my feet about pivoting, but now I had a chance to really rebuild everything in a very different way. And that's all thanks to what's happened this year. So sometimes we need that little push. So don't let this COVID situation happen to you again. If you're a business owner, you can do this, and Facebook marketing will help.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
I think you're so right. 2020 is a game changer for businesses. We will not go back to the way we did business before that. So you're right. You need to be very open to having some of these conversations about having a marketing strategy and an advertising strategy for 2021. And now's the time to start. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, guys. You heard it. Now's the time to start. Don't miss the boat. It's growing fast, and you don't want to be left behind. Okay.
No.
Thank you so much, Joyleen, for joining us today. I really appreciate it. This is streaming live into Find Your Voice Aspiring Speakers Club. So anyone who's watching the replay, please put hashtag replay and then ask Joyleen any questions. And you can connect with her on her Facebook, Online Made Easy. I love the name of your business. It's fabulous. Thank you so much. It was lovely to see you, and I'll see you in class in a little bit.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Mwah.
Thank
See you guys.
Elisa.
Have a wonderful day on Facebook. Have a great day. Bye.